Yesterday afternoon, I had the privilege of attending the National Signing Day ceremonies at Ponte Vedra Beach High School. Several of the coaching staff are in our church. In addition, one of our own young men was announcing who he would play football for collegiately. All across the country, yesterday was a big day for the 1% of high school football players who were granted a scholarship to play at the college level. When you consider all the young men who play football in high school, the fact that a mere 1% are granted scholarships to play in college makes this a big event. Family and friends, as well as the media, filled the auditorium. It was a great day for these young men and especially for their parents, who are now freed from the burden of paying tuition for the next 4 years. When the ceremonies and festivities were over, I made my way around the back of the auditorium to get my car. The first thing I saw walking out around the back was young people on the track team, working feverishly in isolation to hone their athletic craft. As I walked out of the lights into the isolation of the track and field practice field, it was a sudden reminder to me. If you want to stand on the stage in front of family, friends, and TV lights, you have to spend hours alone in isolation preparing for that day. You don't just decide to walk up on the stage and get a scholarship. For every minute you spend on the stage, there are hours, days even, of grueling practice and personal self-discipline that you spend. The same is true in our spiritual lives. If we want to have a great walk with God and become strong, spiritually mature followers of Christ, it does not just occur by showing up at church on Sundays. Discipline requires discipleship. Or should I say discipleship requires discipline. It requires hours alone with God in His Word, learning and building spiritual muscles. Paul told young Timothy in 1 Timothy 4, verse 8, "Physical training is good, but training for godliness is much better, promising benefits in this life and the life to come." We have to take the time to become holy. We have to build a walk with God. How serious are you about your faith? Are you content with being one of those who just shows up for church and expects to be zapped into spiritual maturity? Are you willing to spend time before the Lord, letting Him build your character and faith? If we want to hear the words, "well done," we need to practice the spiritual disciplines that result in a job well done. Great thought for today is, work out your faith. We could end our time together with this prayer. God, help me to take the time to be disciplined spiritually. God bless you.